Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Yashamai from the GMS Atlanta camp. And before I get into this message, I want to start off by giving all praises, all glory and all honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and I want to send double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom will teach well. This is a subject that was brought up at camp today, and just awesome parallel came to mind. Hopefully this lesson is edifying. Uh, this is First Maccabees 3. Let's read this. Well, no. Let's give the background here, okay? So we're going to read about the heathen going into our place of worship, trying to go into our place of worship and take the vessels of the temple, right? This heathen specifically, his name is Heliodorus. We're going to get it here. Heliodorus, right? Okay, so that's the context. Okay, the context is you have the wicked going into our place to take what's holy to try to plunder it, and let's see what happens to him. Second Maccabees 3 verse 24. Now, as he was there present himself with his guard about the treasury, the Lord of spirits and the prince of all power, all right, caused a great apparition, so that all that presumed to come in with him were astonished at the power of the Most High, and fainted and were sore afraid. So as he's about to try to loot, there's an apparition that appears unto him. Now let's get that word apparition. The word apparition is a ghost or a ghost-like image of a person, or the appearance of something remarkable or unexpected. Now let's see what that apparition is. Verse 25. For there appeared unto them a horse with a terrible rider upon him, and adorned with a very fair covering. And he ran fiercely, and smote at Heliodorus with his forefeet, and it seemed that he that sat upon the horse had complete harness of gold. So this is Yahushua. So as he's getting ready to try to plunder that which is consecrated, Yahushua shows up and he starts smiting his ass. All right, an apparition, a likeness, something remarkable, right? Let's continue on. Verse 26. Moreover, two other young men appeared before him. So these are two other angels, notable in strength, excellent in beauty, and comely in apparel, who stood by him on either side, and scourged him continually, and gave him many sore stripes. So two more angels showed up and started whooping on this bastard, right? Verse 27. And Heliodorus fell suddenly unto the ground, and was compassed with great darkness. But they that were with him took him up, and put him into a litter. Thus him that lately came with a great train, and with all his guard into the said treasury, they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapons, and manifestly they acknowledged the power of the Most High. So what did we just read about? Well, we just read about this bastard trying to plunder that which has been consecrated, and what happens? An apparition shows up. All right, a terrible goes into fearful, strength, power, right? He was terrified, and they started whooping his ass. And I really want to hone in on this. It says, the second part of 28. It says they carried out, being unable to help himself with his weapon. Right, his weapon couldn't save him from the judgment of this apparition, which is Yahweh Shai and his angels. Now, I'm going to go from there. I'm going to go to Joel 3, and we're going to get We're going to get verse 4, and the point that I want to get here is 5 and 6. No, let's go ahead and get 5 and 6. It says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense unto your own hand. So now, this is a beautiful parallel, because we just read about this bastard taking that which was holy, trying to take that which was holy out, and plunder it. And now here in the book of Joel 3, we're reading about how they took us out and they sold us. So we saw the recompense, because here it talks about a recompense, right? We saw the recompense in 2 Maccabees 3. Now this is the recompense that's coming now. Okay, now first, before I get into that recompense that's coming out, let's get a couple precepts here. Because see, we were taken out of our holy land, right? 1 Peter 1 and 16 says, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. Now, this is a very simple precept, but holy means to be set apart. You see, just as we read in 2 Maccabees 3, when that bastard was trying to plunder the holy vessels from the treasury, when he was trying to plunder the Yahushua showed up and whooped his ass. Well, we are holy. See, we are bought with the price. We are set apart. Just like those vessels that he was trying to plunder, well, these bastards took it a step further, and they actually plundered us, as we just read in Joel 3, and sold us, according to the curses in Deuteronomy 28. So now, the next precept that comes to mind before I get the final apparition, which is to come, is Revelation 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're patiently waiting for, and this is what we have faith that's going to happen, that Esau Edom is going to be taken out. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. All right, but let's go back to Joel, and Joel 3, and let's read from the top now. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, valley of judgment, and will plead with them there for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. So, again, these people took us out, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh is going to gather them to Yahweh-Shaphat, and this is the final apparition. See, the first apparition, you just got your ass whooped. This is what's to come now, because that was a glimpse. Let's get 2nd Ezra 13, and I got it highlighted. 2nd Ezra 13, starting at 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight. So Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, is coming down in that great mountain, right? That great fathership. And when the people see him coming down, they're gonna try to fight against them. So look, the point that I'm trying to make here is this: in 2nd Maccabees, there was an apparition that just scourged your ass because you tried to plunder that which was consecrated. Well, now this final apparition which is coming, he's not just coming to scourge you. He's coming to completely destroy your ass, because you've taken his people. Not just the vessels, but you've taken his people, the apple of his eye, his heritage. You've taken him out, and we were bought with the price. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, this is in the valley of Jehoshaphat, He neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war, meaning there was no guns, there's no cannon, there's no bullets, just like those videos, that are we see online of these drones shooting back bullets. Yeah, those are drones. The Most High is not going to meet you as a man. This is verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest. This is the beam. This is the consecrated fire coming out of that fathership, to destroy these people. Verse 11, and they were all mixed together. Who's they? The multitude gathered at the valley of Jehoshaphat mentioned in Joel 3, which we just read. All right? And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest. So there's a big destruction. And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. Prepared to fight where? Where we just read in Joel 3. And burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So let's circle this back here. The parallel that I'm trying to show you here is that in 2 Maccabees 3, you were scourged when you try to take the vessels. Now, just as mentioned in Joel 3, you took us, not just the vessels. Now you took it a step further. You took his people out. Just as those vessels were holy, we were bought with the price. We are worth more than those vessels. And now, because you took us out, this is the apparition that's shown up. The fathership, judgment. See, you had an apparition in 2 Maccabees show up and scourge you. This one's showing up to destroy your ass, man. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything works in cycles. Judgment is a circle, right? Well, this is the repetition of that thing, but it's to a worse degree. And a bigger action requires a bigger reaction, man. And this is what you got coming. I thought this was a beautiful parallel, and I wanted to put it out there. I hope this lesson has been edifying, and with that I say shalom.